I promise you it's going to make it worse if you don't acknowledge what you're feeling, accept it, and just keep going, just keep fighting. You might be in survival mode for a while, and that's okay. you know Hi, it's been a while, but I'm bored, so let's do it. So what am I getting ready for? Nothing. So like many people right now, I have been stuck at home and bored, and honestly, mild to moderate depression going on, which I honestly was expecting, because socially isolating is basically, like, not isolating is basically part of my treatment plan for maintaining my moods and not allowing myself to get depressed. So it's been really tough, like being forced to do something that you know is not good for you. Now, that being said, I understand that I'm in a much better place than a lot of people, and for me, I'm used to being depressed, so I kind of know how to handle it at this point. I feel like there's a lot of people right now that are probably going through a depression for the first time. Like a lot of people, because of the coronavirus. I've been at home now for, I think this is the 11th week I've been home. But yeah, for the people who maybe are experiencing a depression because of this isolation for the first time, that's got to be really tough. It's tough for anybody, but when you're in a position like I am, where I've been in treatment for so long, I've learned the coping skills, I know what helps me, it makes a difference. And I'm not afraid to get help, and I had to increase my medication under my doctor's suggestion. And that has been helping. That has been helping a little bit, and I'm not like super extroverted, like need to be around people all the time or anything like that, but I'm a true extrovert in the sense that I need other people in order to get energy. Like, I get my energy from being around other people. So to not have that at all, it's hard to have, honestly, any motivation to do anything. And I was working as a teacher this school year, and it was super stressful. And we went home for spring break, second week of March, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need this so bad. But I was looking forward to going back, and then, we didn't go back. And then we did 5 weeks of distance learning, which was, it's not the same, obviously. I know it was rough on a lot of the kids, and I know a lot of people have had a tough time, people missing out on graduations and things like that. It's been tough on everybody. There's a couple really good things going around that say, like, we're not all in the same boat. We're in the same storm, but we're in different boats, because some of us have a lot more resources than others. People who live alone, I'm sure it's got to be really tough. People who are in abusive relationships or just don't have good home lives. Those are the people that I really feel for. And of course, all the people that have been affected by this virus, gotten sick, had family members pass away, and not been able to be with them in the hospital. I can't imagine it. And my heart truly, if you're one of those people, my heart truly goes out to you. And I hope that you are taking care of yourself and taking time to grieve and not feel bad about that. But yeah, so one of the things that does help me when I'm depressed is makeup and my hair. This is just, it doesn't actually look too bad right now, but this is just when it air dries. I don't have anything in it. With my depression, like, having a routine, having a reason that I have to get out of the house is really good too. And that's why I started working full time this year, and because I finally finished my bachelor's degree last year, which is awesome. And even though the job was really stressful and wore me out, it was so good for me to be on a routine. And I enjoy working. I like the sense of responsibility and being around people and all that, helping people and such. But anyway, so when I am depressed, makeup and hair are one or two of the, the little things that do help me. So I don't do my makeup every day, but every once in a while I'll go ahead and do some fun makeup just because it makes me feel good. Like pink eyeshadow is my favorite, and it just makes me feel awesome. So think about little things like that that you can do to to increase your mood, even if you're not feeling depressed. If you're just feeling down right now, which a lot of people are, I think it's affecting most people's mental health. So even if you don't have a diagnosed disorder, you're not clinically depressed right now, it's just tough. It's tough on everyone, and you've got to really take care of yourself. So find those little things that do make you feel better, and take some time to do them. Unfortunately, honestly, with how bored I've been, and just feeling kind of down, it is hard to not drink too much alcohol, to be completely honest. And everyone, right now has been like joking around about, drinking every day in quarantine, like, and all that. And I get it. And like, in the beginning, I kind of was too, but it's getting old for me at this point, because it's like, okay, but if you really are drinking every day, it's not that good. And I've honestly been struggling with that. So trying not to, drinking, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy. And again, I know it's not the best for me, but I just try to keep it under control for right now. It's just hard being bored and not having that that motivation or inspiration to do very much. But if you are struggling right now, try not to get down on yourself for struggling, and beat yourself up for it. That was a big thing that took me a long time to learn in my mental health journey. Was I used to beat myself up all the time about feeling bad or making bad choices, or just not being able to live the way that I wanted because my mind and my emotions weren't cooperating with me. And when you feel badly, and then you end up feeling bad about feeling bad, it just compounds it, and it just makes it worse. So if you are having a tough time, allow that, sit with that emotion and allow that to be there. And no, it's not great. It's not your ideal situation to be in, but it will pass. Keep that in mind too. This is a temporary situation that we're all in right now. And yes, it may take a long time to come back from it, but we will, and again, for some people, I totally understand. For some people, it's a lot tougher than others. But just give yourself permission to be struggling right now, and don't try to, tough it out, and pretend like everything is okay, and pretend like you're not struggling, because I know a lot of people do that as well, and I get it, especially if you're not used to really struggling, if you're used to being the strong one, and if you need to be the strong one for your family, I get that, but I promise you, it's going to make it worse if you don't acknowledge what you're feeling, accept it, and just keep going, just keep fighting. You might be in survival mode for a while, and that's okay. You just gotta knowing that it's okay, honestly, is makes a big difference a lot of times. So it's okay to struggle. It's okay to not be okay. It's almost become cliche at this point, but it really is true, and it's something that is difficult for a lot of people to accept. I don't like it when I'm depressed, but I accept it because there are things that you can do to help it, but at the same time, sometimes there isn't, you can't just snap out of it, and you can't do something to just make it go away. So you've just got to push through, and you just got to go one day at a time, and sometimes 1 hour at a time, and that's okay. A lot of us can't be with our families or be with our friends and our loved ones. Thank God we have the internet, and can do the video chats. Also the times, when my husband's been deployed, that has made, you know, all the difference in the world. And again, especially for us extroverts who get energy from other people, it's definitely not the same doing the video chats, but it absolutely is better than nothing. And if anything, my family has been kind of more connected during this time because we live all spread out in different states and stuff. And so we've done a couple like video family chats on Zoom, which is really cool, which we've never done before, even though we don't get to see each other that often. And yeah, so the school year ended early this week. So it's been a few weeks since I've even been working at all. And I've been applying for a bunch of jobs. Unfortunately, where I live, there aren't a whole lot of jobs available. So I'm just looking. I just do worry about getting even more depressed. So that's why I'm trying really hard to get another job. Exercise is another thing that helps for depression and for moods and stuff, and it absolutely does. And in the first couple of weeks that I was home, I was doing pretty good. Now it's been really tough to keep up with because I have started feeling depressed. And that's the thing. Yes, it helps with depression, but if you're already depressed, you aren't going to have the energy and the motivation to, like, physical energy to even do it. Like, even if you're like, yes, I really want to, it's like sometimes you just have zero energy and just, but I try, even when I feel like that, I try to just do a little bit. If I just do like 10 squats or something, just something. But that definitely is another thing that helps. So I try to incorporate that too. Yeah, on a day to day, even if I'm not doing eye makeup on a regular day, I usually will try to put a little concealer because I have dark circles. I put a little concealer under my eyes, a little down my nose and my chin because they're red, and then some mascara. And even that makes me feel a little bit better. So think about what those things are for you that make you feel better. Music, you know, obviously for all of us, there's certain songs that or artists that can always make us feel a little bit better. Yes, I like that. So stay safe, take care of yourself, your physical health and your mental health. And remember, this will pass. We'll get through this. But take care of yourself. And if you'd like to see more videos, I'm hoping to start making more. I just had to get past the inertia of just doing it. Again, I haven't made one in like over a year, but it is pretty fun. So, but if you are interested, feel free to subscribe, like this video, and hopefully I will see you soon.